Rockwell right here. To your left, keep coming, Adam, to your left. To your right,
How's that feel? Feels amazing. Yeah.
Right here. It is, yeah. And also,
watching this film is as strong of an experience as I've had watching any film ever. You know, I'm so proud to have been a part of it. I think there's something really good about the playfulness he has with it. Tragedy and comedy always go hand in hand, but he's created something where he really breaks all the conventions. He breaks through what they call the fourth wall. You know, he has people talking to the camera, etc. Stuff which you would usually think, well, that's going to take you out of the film and that's going to ruin it, and it doesn't seem real. And it doesn't. You actually kind of need it because it can be so sad and traumatic what you're watching. But he was a very strong character. He was incredibly consequential, and he understood brilliantly, in a way like perhaps nobody else, how to work the machinery of government.
He's such a unique director, not only in the way he directs, which is just so fluid and open, and you can see his improv training inside of the way he works because he never shuts you down. There are no bad ideas. They're amazing. Steve Carell, I've been wanting to work with him forever. We only got to do, I think, one brief scene together, but I can't wait to work with him in the future. Christian Bale, I would work with him on anything. I'd do a walk-on role in anything he was in. So I'm very fortunate to get to work with these actors. The way that he also tells the story with such a unique tonal quality, it just creates a wonderful challenge for an actor, but also a beautiful challenge for an actor.
It's not a farce and it's not a biopic, it's somewhere in between. It's kind of a big American epic. He's amazing. He's one of the smartest people I've ever met. And I think because of his foundation in comedy, it was a good platform. I think people are going to be surprised at how moved they are, you know, and I think a lot of laughs too.
I started talking to Adam about Vice very early on while he was writing the script, and we started thinking about ideas. And I mean, Adam's amazing. It's amazing to work with. You know, we just have so much fun. When we first started talking about the film, Adam felt that the score should have a symphonic scope because the size of the story we're telling is just so epic. And so that's really how I started approaching it. I started writing almost like my own idea of an American symphony to some extent.
It's hard to pinpoint exactly like what the movie is about because Adam McKay casts a very wide net, and he is a incredibly innovative filmmaker. He takes enormous risks with his movies, and that's why I wanted to be a part of it. It's I knew there was going to be a sense of absurdity and a sense of fun, but also a real intelligence and wit behind it. Well, I think when people see the film, they'll obviously make connections between then and now, and that's the nature of history in general. You know, you can connect the dots between things that are happening currently, and I think in that sense, it's a very current movie. It's very contemporary film. People put a lot of work into this. I know from an acting perspective, everybody devoted a lot of work to research and trying to get it right.
The tone is funny, tragic, heartbreaking, and it features some of the greatest performances you're ever going to see from some of the greatest actors working today. I mean, Dick Cheney was not a guy that I sought out to make a movie about. It so happened that I was reading some books when I had the flu about 2 years ago, and I kept being astounded by how much this guy really changed the course of America. So from the very beginning, the idea was always humanize these people. Let's go deep into them. Let's understand them. This was an era that changed all of American history, and if we just treat them like jokes, who cares? And God bless these actors. I mean, we had some of the great actors on planet Earth who jumped in here and just did amazing performances.
Buffalo Bill's famous dance scene in The Silence of the Lambs wasn't in the script of the film, though it was in the book. Ted Levine, the actor who played Bill, was insistent that the scene be included to help the audience understand the demented character better. Thanks, Ted. We'll never be able to hear Goodbye Horses by Q Lazarus the same again.